Then delivery in time, then safety, then morale of employees. Morale of in the sense they'll get the confidence while working in the organization. That is the key factor for success of any company. Then pillars of TPM. So these are the few pillars, or the factors for the TPM. Autonomous maintenance, which is nothing but proactive maintenance. Jishu So there are 7 steps in this Jishu where the operators, mission operators, are the key people to maintain the missions themselves. There'll be less dependency on maintenance team. Then focused maintenance, it is nothing but again Kaizen, where we do the improvements. Then planned maintenance, quality maintenance, development maintenance, TPM in administrative and support departments, education and training, safety and environment management. These are the few pillars we use for implementing the TPM. So planned maintenance and the PM, we are very known. Then quality maintenance on checking the condition of the machines. It is also a part of a planned maintenance. A development maintenance in case of any modifications or alterations with respect to the machines. Then TPM in administrative and support departments. So we can implement in other departments as well. Then educational training on a TPM, why we are doing it, what are the benefits out of it. So how operator can get benefit if you are implementing the TPM practices. Also safe and environment management. Along with this TPM, we'll also incorporate the safety and requirements for better improving the productivity and also minimizing the waste, as well as preventing the accidents. Okay. With this, we have done with this topic. So I'll take the other topic. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, you can ask. So let us jump into another topic, which is ergonomics of machine guarding. Okay. So what this picture indicates? The difference between two pictures.
Sitting position.
Thanks, but I'm sorry, your voice is not clear. Anybody?
Wrong sitting positions.
Wrong sitting position. Okay. So, yeah, somebody's trying to utter. Yeah. Wherever, please, sorry.
Various pressure areas means which are going to affect if we not follow our correct sitting positions. It is shown in
the left side one. Is it a comfortable sitting posture?
No, no.
So it is not a comfortable sitting posture. So what will happen if you are not sitting comfortably in the sense stretching your legs, so whatever the way you want, how we sit in our homes. So there we have a leisure, because it is our private space. We can sit whatever the way we want. But in offices, so definitely we should have to maintain a discipline in the sitting posture, and also it should be comfortable, because we'll spend most of the time in our life in the offices apart from the family. So if you see in the left side one, he is not sit in a comfortable posture where you will have, sorry, just a second, please. Yeah. So where you'll have some stress points. So wherever the red dots highlighted ones are, the stress parts where you will feel a discomfort, where you'll feel over a period of time, you will get the pain. So especially who sits on most of the computers, it is not about only the activity of a computer operator or any person. Maybe these kind of situations we would have come across with the operators also, especially maintenance team. So while they're doing some machines or equipments where they won't find literally a space to access the parts or the area they want to do a maintenance. Not with the all situations, but there are few situations where they come across. And also the few production operators where they do their 8 hours of job in a standing position. Then there are other activities where they perform the activity on a continuous motion. For example, the manual fitting of any assembly workshops or assembly shops, where do a continuous activity on frequent movement, or the people who work on a loading unloading activity of the materials. Frequently they have to bend, lift the load, and they have to place it somewhere in a store. So there are a few jobs, or the job which we are doing, we have to see whether we are doing it in a proper posture. So in the right side one, where we have correct sitting posture, so the computer positions are same, there is no change. Then we have adjusted, we are sitting back, even though the chair is having backrest, but we are not using it properly. Then we have taken the extra armrest so that the weight will not be come on the elbows. And also for the foot, we have taken the footrest so that we can comfortably sit and perform the activity. Sometimes nowadays, most of them, they are working in the laptops. They used to get the laptop stand so that they can comfortably see the screen for a longer durations to avoid the neck pains. So this is the one activity we have to check, because I have not seen in my experience, safety officer is involved in uh, doing such ergonomical studies in the organization, but to be part of syllabus, and also it is very important. Every frequently we are getting question on ergonomics, so definitely we have to think of, and also we can educate the office staff who are working. Definitely we'll have office time in every organization, and also we can educate in the R&D centers or any laboratories, and also maintenance workshops. Also, they sit in the floor and they used to work. There also we can suggest a few suggestions. Even as I mentioned, few activities they used to work on the same position. For them also, we can give some sort of solution to make their job easy, unnecessarily spending of excess energy. Okay. Now we'll see what does it mean by exactly ergonomics. Ergonomics is in a study and also a measurement and also organization of work. It is nothing but we will assess the activity, and then we'll create an infrastructure for the human to perform the activity in a comfortable level. And here also we consider the human factors. It studies the anatomy, anthropometry, biomechanics, physiology, and also useful sciences. Don't get worried with the words. In the coming slides, we'll discuss in detail. And it also focuses on study on the person interacting with the engineering environment. It is nothing but how a person is interacting with the machines and equipment and tools. And as designer should consider the complexity arising from the human nature and also his limitations. Designer is nothing but the manufacturer of the machine or the manufacturer of the tools. So if you see an example of a hammer. So when the hammers are introduced, definitely the handle with the wooden handle, then the metallic piece. So over a period of time, we got different types of materials. Even we got rubber hammers, we have a Teflon ones based on the usage, and the handles have been changed. The metallic handles have brought in again to avoid the excess weight of a metal or wooden piece. Then we have got the plastic handles with a rubber grip. So the iron ones and the wooden ones are slippery over a period of time if you're working because of sweat and etc. conditions. And then we got the rubber grips on the handles of the hammer. So an operator can comfortably use that hammer, and also it will avoid some uh, sort of vibration as well. So these are the improvements in an ergonomic side of a design of a tool, even how it is holding it. So based on that, accordingly, they will design the tools and the equipments. That's what the limitations talks about, the human limitations talks about. Then the designer consider the aspect of work systems, workspace, environment, interface, and work situations. These all are the work environment and also the design of machines, how comfortably we can make even the controls of the equipment, emergency switches, and also interaction with the other parts of the machine, even maintenance. All these things they will consider while designing a machine. This is the one, a simple mission, the power transmission, where to do a punching and holes. Again, this is the one, two-hand push button control, which I have mentioned in the first class. Until unless you are not operating these two push buttons, the RAM will not come down to perform the activity. Again, this is the self adjusting bars for the sharing machine, as I take an example from the first session. So these bars will get adjusted based on the shape of the raw material, so that you will not going to get interact with the point of operation. Then these are the foot pedal guards, so that accidentally you can't step on the a button, so that it gets activated. Okay, these are the few examples. Fine. Again, we'll back to the ergonomics topic. So basically, this ergonomics is useful a tool for fitting work to people, not people to work. So that is the main key uh, concept. I mean, the focus of this ergonomics. So how you are fixing a job to the people, not people to the job. It is nothing but from slavery to a perform on a comfortable level. Then ergon means work, and also norms means the habit of law, how it can be performed. So if you see in the ergonomics, it is the purpose of solving the problems of the work habits. It requires a designing of a proper workspace and also working posture. So at what posture you are performing, either it is in continuously in sitting or continuously in standing, or you are continuously in rotating or twisting, bending, such a kind. And also reach in the sense how you are doing it. For example, the limitation of the human, then seat, controls, knobs, brake, display, communication, then skills, work intensity, sufficient time for the rest, good environment, clear understanding, and providing platforms or lift tables, carts, transportways, proper storage racks, buffer stocks, good lighting, ventilation, housekeeping, proper guards, and good welfare facilities. These are the various aspects will will be considered while designing a tool or designing an equipment. They talks about the brakes, how many, how far it should be, and also the display size, and how an operator can communicate, and also the skills, the sufficient time for the rest. All these things they will consider while designing a mission. I mean, if you're operating continuously, definitely the machines also need some rest or break. So all these things they will discuss. Even storage racks, how far from the storage can be defined. What will be the distance we should maintain, and also the lighting, then ventilation to make the operator comfortable. All these things has to be considered while designing these machines. Then ergonomic principles include comfortable posture, balance and easy motions, adequate rest, and also enough variety. All these things has to be considered. Then as a science, the ergonomic studies about again anatomy, physiology, psychology. Anatomy includes anthropometry and biomechanics. Then anthropometry has measurement of men, not only men, I mean human, provides the dimensional data needed for positioning of controls and also size of the workspace. It is nothing but it takes the dimension, the physical dimensions of the humans, like height, the width of the person, height of the person, the elbow height, then the length of the hands, everything they will consider while positioning of the controls, in the sense mission controls and also workspace, how much space uh, in front of the mission he should require to operate that missions. Then the biomechanics is concerned with the application of the forces by the human body. This requires knowledge of the location of main muscle groups and their composition and their mode of action. This is about his physical condition, etc. Then physiology includes the environment and work physiology. Then physiology is concerned with the human process, energy production, also concern the human efficiency, oxygen uptake capacity, etc. And here they will see the strength of the person, what is the minimum strength which is required for an operator to operate. Then environmental physiology provides measures of stress and also the standards of reasonable parameters of climate, which is nothing but the what condition you are working, in the sense the surrounding atmosphere which we are providing for an operator to perform the activity. Here about the noise, vibration, etc., even ventilation, the temperature, workplace temperature, etc. Because if you are not maintaining the workplace temperature or the atmosphere properly, so definitely it will affect the human behavior. For example, especially in the summers, if the temperatures are very high, so we'll feel sweating. So if the people are working so hard in that atmosphere, they will definitely feel fatigue. They tends to take the shortcuts. Okay, these are the various parameters we'll consider while designing of the tools and the equipments. Now we'll see the aim of this ergonomics. So why we should consider all these factors while designing these tools or machines or equipments. One is to facilitate whatever a person wishes to do and also to ensure he does it comfortably and efficiently. So again, it is not about a person, man or woman. So it is mostly focusing on how efficiently is performing. For example, if a person who joins in general shift, which is 9 to 5, so the aim of ergonomics is from 9 to evening 5, he should, how efficiently he can work. Then the efficiency includes effective work without any detrimental health effects and also minimization of risk to the operator and others. Efficiency means not about how he is operating at the 9 to 10 and he should operate at the time of 4 to 5 also with the same efficiency. It is meaning that he is not going to get any detrimental health effects. So severe health effects, so that completely he can go away from the work and also minimizing the risk to the operator. So you should comfortably work for over a period of time, not for just for 5 years or 10 years. We can squeeze the operator completely. So rest of the time he'll be on the bed or he is not able to do any kind of activity. And also it is not going to be a risk to the others also. So because of his fatigue, because of his stress, sometimes others also getting into a trouble. The other aim is the working conditions, plant and infrastructure should be so designed that they are best fitting to the workers. So the infrastructure is nothing but everything. It should be in a condition that they can work comfortably. The purpose is not to fit a worker to any awkward, unsafe, unhealthy, or uncomfortable work. But the purpose is to design and provide the work and also working conditions comfortable to the workers. So the purpose is to create such an environment and design the equipments and also workspace and also work environment in such a way that the operator can comfortably perform. For example, giving some rest intervals, all the interlocks or the operation buttons are in a place, the position properly so that he can able to see the mission point of operation, how it is happening as per the requirement. And even he need not to run the here and there for getting the tools or any other sort of material, so that we are keeping everything which is required to operate that machine very close by, which with a distance of stretching his arm. So these kind of situations we have to create so that an operator can comfortably perform. And to minimize the possibility of human errors or mistakes, to ensure industrial activities with minimal use of energy and materials without waste resulting from the mistakes. This is also one aim, to minimize the human errors or mistakes. And next aim is to develop the knowledge and techniques by combined use of many expertise and also system approaches to solve human problems of work performance by considering human factors, to design of machines and work safe job methods, which are explained in the following. We'll see in the next part. Basically, it uses the uh, combined use of many expertise and also system approach to improve the workplace and also solve the human errors with respect to the performance. So every person can't perform on same way because everybody is having limitations. Person A can lift up to 20 kilo, maybe person B can lift up to 50 kilo. Everybody has its own limitations. While designing of these machines and tools, they will take the average and then they will design those machines. Now we'll see some of the human factors while designing of the machines and work. What are the human factors we'll consider? Nowadays, the technology has changed and also the people's ways of working, but the people are not changed much. Many times, the people do not adopt the physically and mentally. That's where the ego comes, or the work experience will give extra confidence or overconfidence to change their physical and mental behavior while in the workplace. And also it is a tendency, or the modern work methods generates a negative reaction, which also indicates the human factors to be considered by ergonomists while designing a work and also machines. It is not about only machines, it is also about the methods you are designing to perform such activities. One is few activities or increases stress. These are the few human factors. Uninterested work, then errors and accidents, work-related diseases. It is nothing but occupational diseases. Then awkward body position causing difficulty because of the working posture. It is causing difficulty to the people to perform the activity in longer durations. Repetitive task producing a bottom and also the tiredness because of repetitive body movement, or working on standing and sitting position or continuously standing position, make them bore and also they'll get tired faster. The confusing signals causing human errors in hurry, So it is about the displays or the controls which are displayed on the machines. It should not be confusing. So it should indicate proper signals. A bend or awkward posture while handling heavy materials and also causing a back pain. So this is about material handling. So how is lowering or how is lifting the materials. Then perceptual limitations, again, it is about their thinking. Then a short-term memory, it is also one factor we have to consider while designing these tools and missions or methods. Incompatibility in man-machine relationship. So again, the understanding of the mission, how a person can effectively operate the mission. Incompatibility, it is nothing but a person is not suitable to operate that mission. For example, conventional CNCs or conventional lathe machines or CNC lathe machines. The conventional lathe machines are completely manual. There is no program which is defined, but the CNCs are completely programmed ones. If you are bringing a conventional CNC operator to operate the conventional lathe machine, and we are asking him to operate the CNC lathe machines. Again, that is the incompatibility concern because he is not aware about writing a program to that machine because he is very good at conventional lathe machine operation. Then risk or chance taking. So again, taking shortcuts. Then position or location not suitable to the worker, such as unsuitable work height, seat, layout, or control or displays. Again, it is talking about the dimensions or the parameters of the person, human, where he is not capable or he is not suitable for such a space. Even definitely we'll see unsuitable work height. Definitely we would have seen in our kitchens where if you're, I mean, if your own house, maybe you would have designed to the height. Maybe if you're working in a rental house, maybe you would have seen a few houses there positioned a good height for the kitchen table, cooking area. In the few houses they are very low or few houses they are very high. It is not matching with our height. Then organization of heavy work. So again, the workload and also the environment where the people are working. Okay, these are the few the human factors and other factors we have to consider. The ergonomist who is suggesting for the mission design, they will consider all these factors. Then maintenance and repair of the guards. As I mentioned, this is another legal requirement. Section 21 of the Factories Act states that the guard shall be constantly maintained and kept in position. The maintenance is obviously necessary because the machine running without guards or with open or broken guards pose a danger. So for the machine guarding is also a one of the legal requirement. It should always rotating parts must be guarded. For those machines, definitely we should have regular inspections of those guards can be detect and also remove in case of any damage to the guard. And if the guard is removed or repair should be fitted at the earliest possible, and meanwhile you can have the temporary guard should be installed on the mission or the mission should be stopped. If you have a temporary guards, you can fix it. If you're not having it, then you should stop the mission. So again, a good maintenance will increase the life of the guards. Then the guard should be so designed or fitted that it is not to be open for oiling or greasing or any nearby maintenance work. So we have to design the guards in such a way that it can able to accommodate the day-to-day inspections or day-to-day maintenance activities instead of taking it off for every such sort of small activities. Then the parts needing regular service should be located outside the guard, so that we need not to open it every time. In such a way, we have to design the machine. If the oil and grease fittings are inside the guard, an extension through the guard should be provided. If it is oiling or greasing is required on a regular basis, so it should be extended behind the guard so that we can do it from the outside itself. Then automatic control for lubrication, adjustment, or service can be provided by sophisticated equipments like critical equipments. So instead of doing it in a manual basis, so we can make it automatic so that it is easy to maintain the machines in a good manner. Then interlock type guards ensure that the machine can't be operated unless the guards are in position. Such planning helps the maintenance without disturbing the guards. So sometimes these interlock guards ensure the machine cannot be operated. So if the guard is not in position, automatically the machine itself will not start. How like even few automobiles are, if you're not using the seat belt, you can't uh, switch on the engine. This sort of control we should have. So work on machinery near in motion and the maintenance purpose. As I take an example, again, there is a requirement of under section 2022, sorry, 22 of the Factories Act. So here we have less than a minute. I'm stopping here. So we can continue tomorrow at 9 a.m. Okay. So I have shared the yesterday's class and even that manual and mechanical material handling. And I will share this presentation also today itself so that you get it. Tomorrow we'll discuss this one slide. Then we are completed with this